Imagine a country where simplicity meets sophistication, where lush nature blends with vibrant cities, and where every corner carries centuries of history and tradition. This is Uruguay, a hidden gem of South America that captivates its visitors with a unique blend of culture, breathtaking landscapes, and a laid-back yet deeply passionate lifestyle. If you're looking for a destination that offers authentic and memorable experiences, Uruguay might be exactly what you're seeking. Let's begin this journey by getting to know a little more about the soul of this country, its culture and history. Get ready to dive into a world where tradition and modernity coexist in perfect harmony.
Montevideo.
The capital of Uruguay is a city that captivates at first sight. Located on the banks of the Rio de la Plata, it is the country's beating heart and offers a unique fusion of tradition and modernity. Along its wide avenues and charming neighborhoods, visitors discover a vibrant and welcoming city where urban life blends with the rich cultural heritage that defines the Uruguayan spirit. The Rambla, where the city meets the river Montevideo, has one of the longest urban shorelines in Latin America, and the Rambla of Montevideo is its crown jewel. Stretching over 22 kilometers, this seaside avenue runs through much of the city, offering spectacular views of the Rio de la Plata, which here looks more like a sea with its vastness. It's the perfect spot for walking, biking, or simply sitting on one of the benches along the Rambla and watching the city's laid-back rhythm. In the summer, it's common to see families having picnics, young people playing soccer or volleyball, and people of all ages exercising, enjoying the refreshing breeze. During sunset, the Rambla transforms into a magical scene. The sky tinged with orange and pink reflects on the river's waters, creating a natural spectacle that attracts both locals and tourists. Sitting at one of the viewpoints and watching the sun disappear over the horizon is an experience that will stay with you. Historic Center. A dive into the past following the Rambla, you arrive at Ciudad Vieja, the oldest neighborhood in Montevideo and the historical heart of the capital. This district is a fascinating blend of colonial history and modernity. As you walk along the cobblestone streets, you'll pass buildings from the 18th and 19th centuries, many of which have been restored and transformed into museums, art galleries, and charming cafes. One of the most iconic landmarks is the Puerta de la Ciudadela, a stone arch marking the entrance to what remains of the old city walls. Another must-see spot is Plaza Independencia, the most important square in Montevideo. In the center stands a massive statue of General José Artigas, the hero of Uruguay's independence. Next to the square is the imposing Palacio Salvo, a building that, for many years, was the tallest in South America. Its unique architectural style, a mix of Art Deco and Neo-Gothic, makes it one of the city's postcards. Also in Ciudad Vieja, you'll find the Solis Theater, the oldest theater in South America and one of the most renowned on the continent. Opened in 1856, the Solis is a true temple of performing arts. If you have the chance, attending an opera or theater performance inside is a way to experience Uruguayan culture in its purest form. Even if you can't catch a show, it's worth taking a guided tour to explore the backstage and rich history of this cultural icon. Port Market. A gastronomic feast. No trip to Montevideo would be complete without a visit to the Mercado del Porta, one of the city's most iconic spots. Located in Ciudad Vieja, the market is a paradise for food lovers, especially those looking to taste the true Uruguayan asado, the intoxicating aroma of meat slowly roasting on traditional parrillas. Large barbecues fills the air, attracting visitors from all over. The parrillas themselves are a spectacle. On massive tilted grills, chefs cook cuts of meat like bife de chorizo, ribs, and morcilla, blood sausage, along with other traditional dishes. Each restaurant inside the market has its own take on barbecue, and the friendly competition between establishments only enhances the experience for visitors. Uruguayan meat is famous for its quality, and tasting an authentic asado at the port market is a unique sensory experience. Besides meat, the market also offers fresh seafood, empanadas, and a wide selection of Uruguayan wines, especially featuring the Tannat, a signature grape of the country. Enjoy a glass of wine while savoring the barbecue, and immerse yourself in the lively atmosphere of the place, with musicians playing and people laughing in casual conversations. The Pasitos neighborhood, modern living with local charm. Leaving Ciudad Vieja, we head to Pasitos, one of the most modern and sought-after neighborhoods in Montevideo. With its tree-lined streets and elegant buildings, Pasitos is home to many expats and upper-middle-class residents. Pasitos Beach, which gives the neighborhood its name, is one of the city's main gathering points, especially during the summer months. With calm waters and white sand, Pasitos Beach is perfect for those looking to relax without leaving the city. The boardwalk is busy day and night, with cafes, restaurants, and bars ensuring a vibrant nightlife. During the day, it's common to see locals jogging or biking along the Rambla, enjoying the sun and the pleasant weather. For culture and architecture lovers, Pasitos also features many examples of Art Deco buildings, which coexist harmoniously with more modern structures. It's a neighborhood that blends the best of both worlds: the sophistication of a modern urban area with the laid-back charm typical of Montevideo. Street markets and festivals. The spirit of the community. Montevideo is also known for its street markets and festivals. On Saturdays, the Tristan Narvaja market in the Cordon neighborhood is one of the most traditional and attracts crowds. At this market, you can find everything from antiques to fresh produce, local crafts, and even pets. It's a place where you can feel the authentic pulse of Uruguayan life, with its sounds, smells, and colors reflecting the country's deepest traditions. Additionally, Montevideo celebrates various cultural festivals throughout the year, such as Carnival, which is the longest in the world. For 40 days, the city is taken over by parades, murga performances, and candom, Afro-Uruguayan rhythms that are part of the country's cultural identity. If you're lucky enough to visit the city during this time, get ready for a celebration full of colors, sounds, and joy. The Wild Coast, Cabo Polonio, and La Paloma. Uruguay is a country of contrasts, and its wild coast is the perfect refuge for those seeking to disconnect from the modern world and reconnect with nature in its rawest form. Among the many hidden gems along the Atlantic coast, two stand out for their untouched beauty and lifestyle that seems to ignore the fast pace of the rest of the world: Cabo Polonio and La Paloma. These destinations offer a true immersion into nearly virgin natural landscapes, with deserted beaches, impressive dunes, abundant wildlife, and an atmosphere of tranquility that can only be found in places where nature dictates the rhythm of life. Cabo Polonio. Isolation and wild beauty. Imagine a place where access is only possible by 4x4 vehicles, where there is no electricity in the homes, and where the night sky, free from light pollution, offers a spectacular view of the Milky Way. This is Cabo Polonio, one of the most remote and fascinating places in Uruguay. Located within a protected national park, Cabo Polonio is famous for its landscape of immense dunes, nearly deserted beaches, and a sea lion colony that lives around its iconic lighthouse. The adventure begins even before reaching Cabo Polonio. To access the village, visitors need to take a special transport, usually 4x4 vehicles, that cross miles of moving dunes and trails through native vegetation. The journey itself is a unique experience, with the vehicle jolting over golden sands and revealing, with each turn, the vastness of the national park. Upon arriving in Cabo Polonio, the first impression is of being in a place completely disconnected from the world. There are no paved roads, no streetlights, and the buildings are rustic, often made of wood and recycled materials, giving the place a bohemian and alternative vibe. The few inns and restaurants operate with solar power or generators, and most lighting is provided by candles and lanterns. The silence and peace that reign in Cabo Polonio are a balm for those seeking a break from urban chaos. Cabo Polonio Lighthouse and Sea Lion Colony. The Cabo Polonio Lighthouse is one of the most iconic landmarks in the region. Erected in 1881, it stands out in the desert and rocky landscape that surrounds it. Climbing to the top of the lighthouse rewards visitors with a spectacular view of the Atlantic coast and the gigantic dunes stretching into the distance. The panorama is simply breathtaking, with the blue ocean contrasting against the golden dunes and the white foam of the waves crashing onto the rocks. Around the lighthouse lives one of the largest sea lion colonies in South America. These fascinating animals can be seen resting on the rocks or diving into the cold Atlantic waters. It's an incredible experience to be so close to these animals in their natural habitat, and the sounds of their grunts and the salty smell of the sea make the moment even more authentic. For nature lovers and photographers, Cabo Polonio offers a true wildlife spectacle. Nighttime wonders. The starry sky of Cabo Polonio. When night falls in Cabo Polonio, one of the most impressive natural phenomena is revealed: the starry sky. With no artificial lights around, the night sky here is one of the clearest and most star-filled you'll likely ever see. The Milky Way stands out clearly, like a bright band crossing the sky, and the absence of urban noise makes the experience even more magical. Many visitors claim that stargazing in Cabo Polonio is an almost spiritual experience. sitting on the dunes, with the distant sound of waves crashing on the beach and the fresh sea breeze, while watching a sky dotted with thousands of twinkling stars, is something hard to describe in words. The connection to nature is so intense that it's easy to forget the modern world and its concerns. Simple life and alternative community. One of the most fascinating aspects of Cabo Polonio is the alternative community that lives there. Life in the village follows its own rhythm, where days are governed by the sunrise and sunset, and simplicity is valued above all. The people who choose to live in Cabo Polonio lead a minimalist lifestyle, living in harmony with the environment and adapting to the rudimentary conditions. Field and culture, the gaucho soul of Uruguay. While Uruguay's coastline is a major attraction, the heart of the country lies in its vast plains and the lifestyle of the gauchos, the skilled horsemen who embody the soul of the Uruguayan countryside. This rural culture is deeply rooted in the national identity and offers visitors a unique opportunity to experience the authentic Uruguayan way of life. For those seeking a more peaceful experience, away from the bustling beaches and cities, the Uruguayan interior invites exploration of bucolic landscapes, traditional farms, and a rich tradition that values respect for the land and animals. Life on the estancias, a journey to the past. The estancias, as the large farms of the interior are called, are the heart of gaucho culture in Uruguay. These properties, many of which have centuries of history, still follow the same rhythm of life that their founders established long ago. Cattle herding, horseback riding across the plains, and cultivating a deep connection with nature. Many estancias have now opened to tourism, offering visitors the chance to closely experience daily life in the countryside. Upon arriving at one of these farms, the first impression is the vastness of the horizon, where the sky seems to merge with the green plains. The silence is profound, broken only by the distant mooing of cattle or the sound of horses' hooves on the pasture. Life here follows a natural rhythm, dictated by the seasons and the care of the animals. The welcome at an estancia is always warm. The gauchos and their families often greet visitors as if they were old friends, with a cup of mate, the traditional Uruguayan drink, and stories about the countryside and its traditions. It's easy to feel part of the family, as hospitality is an essential part of Uruguay's rural culture. Horses and rides, the gaucho tradition in motion. Horses play a central role in gaucho culture, and one of the greatest privileges of visiting Uruguay's interior is the chance to ride and explore the plains on horseback, just as the gauchos have done for generations. The rides can be long and peaceful, crossing open pastures, fording rivers, or climbing hills from which you can enjoy panoramic views of the surrounding land. For inexperienced visitors, the gauchos offer an introduction to horse handling, teaching how to ride, guide, and connect with the animal. The gauchos are masters in the art of horsemanship. From a young age, they learn to ride and care for horses, and this is reflected in the harmony between rider and mount. For the gauchos, the horse is more than just a means of transportation. It is a faithful companion in both work and daily life, Participating in a horseback ride with them is not just a tourist experience, but an opportunity to understand the almost spiritual relationship these men and women have with their horses. In addition to recreational rides, many estancias still maintain traditional cattle handling practices, and visitors can participate in activities such as herding the livestock or helping with the farm's daily chores. These activities offer a glimpse into real life in the countryside and provide a unique way to learn about the culture and hard work of the gauchos. Gaucho barbecue, the ritual of the asado in the countryside. If there's one thing that defines life in the Uruguayan countryside, it's the asado. The preparation of the asado is an art. The meat is slowly grilled, often for hours, over coals made from quality wood, which imparts an irresistible smoky flavor. The asador, the person in charge of preparing the barbecue, carefully attends to every detail, from selecting the cuts to controlling the temperature of the coals. The most popular cuts include ribs, bife de chorizo, and vazio, which are simply seasoned with coarse salt to highlight the meat's natural flavor. In addition to meat, the asado also includes sausages like morcilla, blood sausage, and chorizo, and side dishes such as grilled provolone cheese and roasted vegetables. Everything is served with generous portions of chimichurri, a sauce made of herbs, garlic, and olive oil that perfectly complements the flavor of the meats. The moment of enjoying the asado is a social event where everyone gathers around the table to share stories, laugh, and appreciate the fruit of the farm's hard work. Tanat wine, one of Uruguay's emblematic grapes, usually accompanies the asado, turning the meal into a true celebration of gaucho culture. Mate, drink and symbol of friendship. No visit to the Uruguayan countryside would be complete without trying mate, an infusion made from yerba mate leaves, consumed daily by Uruguayans. Mate is not just a drink. It's a symbol of friendship and hospitality, often shared among friends and family in a ritual that involves passing the mate gourd from hand to hand. In Uruguay's countryside, the gauchos drink mate from dawn until dusk, and for visitors, tasting this bitter and revitalizing beverage is a way to immerse themselves in the local culture. Preparing mate is an art in itself, involving placing the yerba mate in the gourd, adding hot, not boiling water, and using a bombilla, a type of metal straw, to drink. The ritual of drinking mate is a moment of pause, an opportunity to disconnect from daily tasks and connect with the people around you. For foreign visitors, it's common to be invited to participate in this tradition, and accepting a mate gourd is considered a gesture of friendship and respect. Gaucho traditions and festivals. Celebrations of country life. Uruguay's rural calendar is full of festivals that celebrate gaucho traditions. One of the most important is Semana Criolla, which takes place every year during Holy Week. During this festival, gauchos from all over the country gather in Montevideo to participate in skill competitions, such as horseback riding and lassoing, and to showcase their culture through music, dance, and, of course, the asado. Rodeos are also an important part of gaucho culture, with competitions testing rider skills in taming bulls and wild horses. These events are a true celebration of rural life, where bravery, endurance, and the bond between man and animal are admired and revered. At the estancias, festivities usually include traditional music played on guitars and accordions, and typical dances like the milonga and pericon. These celebrations are a way of keeping alive the traditions passed down from generation to generation and sharing Uruguay's cultural richness with visitors. The simplicity and peace of the countryside. More than anything, what the Uruguayan countryside offers is a sense of peace and simplicity that is hard to find elsewhere. Here, life follows a slower pace, and the worries of the modern world seem distant. The vast horizon, open skies, and connection with the land create an atmosphere of tranquility that allows visitors to relax and reflect. Many visitors leave the estancias with a new appreciation for country life, for the hard work of the gauchos, and for the beauty of traditions that stand the test of time. For those seeking an authentic and immersive experience, Uruguay's interior is the ideal destination, offering not only stunning landscapes but also a deep connection with the essence of the country and its people. Uruguay, though small in size, is immense in its offerings and experiences. From its stunning beaches and sophisticated cities to the vast plains inhabited by gauchos, the country reveals a surprising diversity that captivates any traveler. Every corner of Uruguay tells a unique story, whether in the modern hustle of Montevideo, the glamour of Punta del Este, or the timeless tranquility of Colonia del Sacramento. The natural landscapes, ranging from coastline to vast fields and ecological reserves, invite exploration and relaxation, while the rich local culture, expressed through dances, music, and traditions like candom and asado, allows for a deep immersion into the Uruguayan identity. The cuisine, award-winning wines, thermal waters, and artistic and historical treasures make every visit an opportunity to discover new facets of this welcoming country. Traveling through Uruguay is more than just exploring a destination. It's about connecting with a nation that has a vibrant spirit and warm hospitality. Whether you're looking to relax on the beaches, venture through the countryside, or soak in the culture of charming cities, Uruguay offers unforgettable moments and memories. No matter your travel style, Uruguay is ready to welcome you with open arms. Now, all that's left is for you to pack your bags and experience it all firsthand.